Hello, good morning, Cindy, Abigail, and Iola. How do you do today? I'm very happy to be here with you today. Do you get a sound coming? Can you hear well? How do you do? If you would like to share moments to ask, feel free. I'm very happy to be here with you today, and I would like to start with surfing. The term surfing in life. Have you seen once how people are surfing in the ocean or in the sea? That they are using surfing board and comes a wave and takes them? Have you seen that in a movie, in TV, or experienced this by yourself? Like to surf? Yes. So this is also what happens in life, meaning we are not doing anything. We usually think that we are doing things, but comes a wave, not just at the sea or in the ocean, comes a wave like a power, energy, and then in a way lifts us and takes us, shows us the way. And we feel there's a sense that we are not doing anything. Things are just happening and we are with them, or things are going or being done through us. Have you ever felt this before? That something is moving through you like a current, a stream, a wave, a wind. How does it feel like when you notice this? Yes, how does it feel like when it comes and we are being carried by the spirit, by the wave, by the motion? How does it feel like? Joyful, yes. Yes. You feel happy, complete, content, probably light. Just life, fun, enthusiasm. Yes, like life here is wonderful thing called life. Everything is there or is here and beautiful. Yes. So when this is happening, it is extraordinary feeling. And this is not being done by us. It is happening through us, but we are not doing anything. Yes. Yes. So this is not that we are doing something actively. Life is happening through us. So, and it's beautiful. In the same manner, things can happen also in a different way. But again, we are not doing them. Life is happening through us. They might, so to speak, might be, yes, dried moments, or we can consider them in the brain as dried moments, but life is happening as well. So, in a way, not to, how can we say, life has many appearances or different phases. So not to be struck from something which is great, that we consider as great, or something that is considered to be like a great day or nothing is happening. Everything is life. There is a beautiful verse in the Bible in which there is a description of the movement of the children of Israel in the desert. It's not just the children of Israel, but there's a mark of how the board of covenants, or how shall I say it, Aron HaBrit, this is the board of covenant, Aron HaBrit, how do they move in the desert? People do not move as they wish. If you remember, the movement or the voyages in the desert are not being like because someone decides to go somewhere to a certain direction in a certain speed, but there is a mark. There is a mark, and which describes how they move in the desert. I'll bring the verse. And they're walking or moving according to this. 1 second. Here it is. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 10, verses 35 to 36. I'll try to bring the English here. So this is again Numbers 10. Numbers 10. And how does it resonate with us? 35, 36. Maybe you would like to open a microphone and read with us here. I shall put it here in the chat. Maybe you want to unmute and read the verses in English. Abigail, Cindy, and Niola, would you like to read the verses in English? This is an open conversation. This is a possibility. Here are the verses. Verse 35, ויהי בנסוע הארון, ויאמר משה, קומה השם, ויפוצו אויביך, וינוסו משנאיך מפניך. ובנוחו, when it's rest, יאמר, שובה השם, רבבות אלפי ישראל. So there is like two modes, like moving, and there is resting. Do you remember those verses? Do you remember those notions? Have you ever noticed those verses? So there is a time of movement and there is a time of resting. And this is not just about here, Aron HaBrit, or the Board of Covenant, because who is the Board of Covenant? It is about us. Do we understand this correlation? Aron HaBrit, yes, the Board of Covenant is us. Is it the first time that you hear this correlation? Because the Bible does not speak about historical stories. Yes, this is about us, of how we move, according to what notion. So the Board of Covenant is us. Whenever we move, yes, this is verse 35. Whenever we rest, there's no movement or motion, this is 36. Yes, this is about us. Because we can ask ourselves, yes? Yes, is it the ark? Yes, this is the Ark of Covenant. Yes, we are the Ark of Covenant. Yes, we are the Ark of Covenant. This is not about, let's see how it is written here. Yes, Aaron, yes, the Ark of Covenant. Yes. So this is not about historical story. This is about us. We can always ask inside, what in a way give us the notion or triggers us to move to a certain direction according to what command, thought, instant communication. Yes? So in a way, when we are moving, yes, this is 35. When we are resting, this is verse 36. And none of those we are in a way determined, because we are being moved by higher power and we are being rested by higher power or higher source. We are just, yes, being moved or being rested. Yes. Yes. That's correct, Cindy. That's correct. Yes. Yes, this is us. Yes. We are being carried. Again. May I ask, yes, what is the inner meaning of covenant? Is a connection between two. Covenant, brit, covenant in Hebrew, brit, yes. This is a connection between two, alliance. Yes, covenant is alliance, yes. Not contract, but it's not a contract, but it's connection between two, which is unconditional. Unconditional. So what is Aron Habrit? Yes, the Ark of Covenant. Or who is the Ark of Covenant? We are. We are, because there is an unconditional love. And the 42 voyages in the desert, this is our emotional in time. All of us are moving in time and space, but according to what notion do we move, and according to what command or notion we rest. This is upon the higher. Yes, a uniting of yes, 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 non-duality via love, and a uniting, yes, yes, uniting of two. This is it. This is the mean of Brit. This is the mean of Brit. Yes. Yes. בדיוק. Non-duality through love. Yes, Brit. And uniting of two. Yes, unconditional love. Nothing can separate the two sides. So also whatever happens to us, whether through rest or through movement, those are not things that we are doing them actively, though, yes, the personal doer in us, the thinking, will always claim that we are doing things. Yes? Yes. So also, yes, there is a notion, this is mechanical thinking, that will tell us and will judge us and others. It doesn't matter if we judge ourselves or others, it's the same, it's judging. So the thinking brain will always tell us that we are the doer, we are the thinkers, yes? We are the judging, we are the one who initiates, yes? Will always be claiming of what is happening. This is the mechanical. This is embedded code in us, in all of us. But the truth is that we are being moved or being carried by the higher to our activities during the day. And also, we are being rested by a higher power. None of the two we are in charge of. It is life is happening through us. The more we accept, it's not too much to understand, maybe to understand, but from time to time we can accept or hear, understand that nothing here is our own merit. Like the tree blooms in the spring, like a bird fly in the sky, we also breathing and moving. And thoughts are coming to us about what to do, so we are being moved by thoughts. But we are not the origin of the thoughts. Though we could think it came to my mind, but we are not generating the thoughts. So thoughts are coming through us, translated to actions, to deeds. But they're happening through us, like breathing is happening through us, like bird is being moved and flies. Yes, the more, yes, Eniola, may we understand the Arona Brit as alliance of all creation being, yes, this is it. Yes, that's correct. Yes, everything is being carried via love. Yes. So the more we accept the notion that we are being lived through, everything becomes easier. Meaning, what do I mean by easier? Not heavy. Not heavy. Because what mechanical thinking does, all kinds of mechanical, and it is happening to all of us. Some people would like to be perfect. They have this beating thought, I want to be perfect. Yes, and children or young adults are throwing tantrums because they want to be perfect in the way they look, in the way they dance, in the way they appear in public life, and this is a nonsense. This is another, when people tweet about the need or speak about their need to be perfect or the thought even to be perfect, it's another way of what? Of the need to control, or the sense of that we are controlling what is happening. Yes? So there is no need to be perfect. Something or some moment we can say, oh, it's a beautiful thing, it's complete. Like they say when a baby is born, it's complete, new life or something. But perfect. This word, to keep it very far away from us. Yes, because a lot of judging comes to juvenile. They want to be perfect. Yes, perfect. And they start a diet, and then they go to very narrow and dark paths. So there is no need to be perfect. Those words, once I was asked what is the difference between complete and perfect in Hebrew, I explained it. But the more we understand or accept that everything is happening through us, and we are in the same, we are not different than a tree or a bird. That we can see a tree that the branches and the leaves are moving in the wind, or the birds is being carried, but we are being lived in the same way. We are not different, and it is very easy, and we are not carrying everything on our own shoulders. Yes, just everything is easy, light, not heavy, and not in a way, how do you say when people have attachment? Yes, in a way, when we understand that life is being lived through us, also attachments, unnecessary attachments are being opened. Yes, and heaviness is dropped. Yes, Cindy, I think there is a verse about, yeah, yeah. I don't know if it's written in Hebrew. You know, I don't know, Abigail, how it is being expressed in Hebrew. Yes, everything is complete. Everything is what is happening, or what happened is happening and will happen. This is the will of God, which is, you can call it high power, high source, origin, consciousness, as you wish. Life are being lived through us. This is the beauty and this is the relief, because we live in the moment, and what comes at the moment, rain, summer, autumn, fall, everything is happening in the moment to all of us. There is no one better than the other, no one lesser than the other. Yes, everything is equal. The bird, the butterfly, human, the dolphin, all are coming, yes, from one source, or being appeared in different manifestation, but the source in a way vibrates or animates all of us. Yes, yes. So there is no need to be perfect, because people, this is a very fast way to get obsessed, and it is a running thought that claims to be perfect and therefore better than others. Yes. So if there is first perfect and then better than others, because others are not perfect as the one who thinks that he is perfect, who wants to become perfect, and there are two, the thinker and the rest, and this is non-duality, neither of those. So drop the thoughts about being perfect. This is another dimension of thinking about controlling. Yes, Cindy. Hello, good morning. You can unmute yourself and we can hear you.
Good morning, everybody. Etty and Abigail and Eniela, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can. Good morning. How do you do?
Good morning. Very good. Um, I was thinking about Abigail's, oh, good, verse here, and I was thinking about this story where we call it the rich young ruler from the New Testament, and he goes to Jesus and he says, "What can I do to inherit eternal life?" And Jesus, or he tells him, "Obey the commandments." And the rich man says, "Oh, I have done these since I was young. I have not, I've obeyed all the commandments." And then Jesus said, "Go and sell all that you have and give to the poor and follow me." And it says that the man went away sorrowful because he was very rich and he wouldn't let go of his things. And
Mm-hmm.
it makes me think about the detachment that
Yes.
we have a hard time doing, but he didn't really say that his perfect actions were the right thing. He was like, leave leave your connections or your all of this stuff and follow me. So just made me think of that.
Yes. Yes. Attachment to even
Thank you.
memories. Yes. Or people or property. Any kind of attachment is, in a way, it's a torture. Not to mention, not to mention, it is heaviness. Yes. So to just release those attachments to people, to memories, things that happened in the past. Some people walk and one detail reminds them something that happened, and then they start leashing 2 hours about something that happened a while ago and nobody's else is interesting, and they're losing time living in the moment. So there is no need. It is because every moment is complete, is full of everything. Nothing is lacking, yes, in the moment that we need to withdraw, like withdraw a sentiment or emotions from the past or imagination moments from the future. Yes, there is a sense that sometimes people feel that at the moment there's a lack. So like there's a lack of cash, yes, at the moment present. So people like go to the bank in their head. Either they pull money from their past memory or they pull something from imaginary reality in the future. Yes? And they're crucifying themselves. Yes. Is there a connection to this forgetting and building? Connection, forgetting. There is, in a way, when we drop all those holdings, yes, in the past, in scenarios, in stories, because the selfing, what we tell ourselves is selfing, the story that we tell ourselves about our lives, in a way demands attention. To revive this storytelling, the selfing, it demands a lot of attention. So we always, in a way, the brain, the mechanical brain, always demands to put more and more attention in this story. Yes, put energy there, invest in the story, and then we're not available in the moment. This is like addiction. Yes, some people have alcohol addiction, drug addiction, all kinds of addiction, sugar addiction, attention addiction. The brain likes the fact, the mechanical brain, that each of and everyone, in a way, of us is being circled by this mechanical brain. The mechanical brain demands attention on, in a way, things which not are happening. In a way, its speciality is to distract us from the moment, from life. And to connect, in a way, us to the bondage of self. The twee are those people who are related to others, yes, and so on. But this is just a mechanical thinking. This is not true. Yes, the mechanical thinking is the mindset of a slave, always in bondage of selfing. Yes, addiction is the this is excellent, Cindy. Addiction, this is the definition. People are rejecting, or if there is a refusal, or they're rejecting the moment. Yes, because they think it can be better or different, or they want to control. Yes, this is what it is. But the more we realize, understand, even if it comes through little moments, even split of a second during the day, that we understand that we are just, life is moving through us. We, in a way, never signed, none of us, any contract before we came to this life. None of us signed a contract that I would like to have those and those conditions surrounding parents, language, culture, what time of the day, what time of the night. None of us signed a contract. We came here because This is what life wants or wish, and this is why we're here. And we are just being moved, yes, by the source. This is it. So, and it is to hear it time and another time. It doesn't come at once, because the mechanical thinking is always rejecting it, because the selfing is dying. This is, so to speak, the lamp. The selfing is dying, because what if there's no story? And just one thing to tell us what is happening in real life. Today we saw in the bus, children, juvenile, they make selfie of themselves, yes, and they send it and they get likes. And then in the next moment they feel not good, so they try to take another selfie to get more likes. They put more makeup, more costumes to get the next picture, the next image, and so. And while doing so, they do this many times per day, they sustain the story. They try, and what is happening to them, they are believing this image that the camera in a way creates, and they started believing that the image or the pictures that the camera takes is who they are. Yes, and here we find the beginning of idolatry. They are not even aware of this. The more they are depressed, they feel sad at the moment, they don't have attention, they create and work about another picture, another image, another costume, another, how do I appear with this hat, with this suit? They get more likes. Okay, the moment is gone and there's sadness because no one gives attention, so they create, and the more they create pictures or images of themselves, they start to believe to what they see of as who they are. And they streaming more energy and resources to support this false image. And here starts idolatry. This is it. They believe that I'm not speaking about the fact that they're doing selfie while crossing the street and they might be run by a truck about this or fall from a cliff. We saw this. Once the parents were taking selfie on the shore above the rocks, and the children were flying with their bicycle to the abyss. Well, I don't speak about this, about careless selfing. Just the fact that people stream so much energy and resources to support, yes, something which is not existing. Because what is the human body? Is not existing for itself. If it will not be nourished by the higher, it will be a corpse in a cascade. If higher source does not blow in us, it's like a flute. Our body is like a flute. A flute cannot play by itself. A flute needs a blow. In the same manner, we cannot move by ourselves. We cannot think. None of this. We need a higher blow in us. Some people cannot capture this. They think this is their own power, abilities. Yes, we cannot wake up by our own power. We can't. We cannot move. Yes, just we can't. None of this. We cannot, hold a pencil, breathe, see, hear, nothing. Nothing. It is just to show us, we don't need, just a proof that the idolatry, the print of idolatry, or the behavior of idolatry is printed in us. It is print. You see the children, they believe to they say this is me in this picture. Oh, but here I have blue hair, and now orange hair, and now I have a green hair. And they believe that this plastic doll is who they are. And they narrate all of their energies is streaming out. This is idolatry. It is often happens that also during youth years or even later, people think that the person next to them, he is the most powerful figure. Yes. Some relate this to their parents or friends in class or university. They believe that those who are next to them having more power, and they worship because they speak loud and people are just following them because people are not there most of the time. Yes, yes, Abigail, it's true. Yes. If we just, yes, listen to this note, it gives a lot of relief because we are not doing anything. Some people say in the morning, I want to get A, B, C, D until the evening comes. And then A, B, C, D does not happen until the evening. And then they get really upset because the target was not achieved. Yes. But this, in a way, this is a childish way to live life. It's upsetting. Yes. What needs to happen will happen. Yes, yes. So much energy in a way is being used to fight things that we cannot change and not supposed even to change because we think it could be different or otherwise. Yes. Questions or thoughts that you would like to share? If you notice self-inquiry, if you notice or we notice during the day, even during the night, sometimes we feel sleepless or restless. Yes? And comes a criticism, you should sleep now or you should do otherwise. No, this is what is happening in the moment and to accept. Sometimes we go to sleep, we just closing our eyes for a couple of minutes and then we are awake, go to drink coffee and then spend the night reading or do it because this is what is happening through us in the moment. It is not up to our decision what will happen in the moment or what is happening in the moment. This is not up to our decision. It's very simple. It's relieving. It's soothing. Yes. Yes, indeed. Do you have practices that help you recognize and stay with a connection to the spirit? Exercises? I don't know. No exercises, just no. No. You don't need to do anything, just this is the whole thing. It's not that we need to do. exercises or preparation, just to let go, to drop it. It's not dependent on doing anything. This is simply just, okay, there's a nice day, there's time, maybe why not you feel like riding bicycle, oh, and then yes, don't need to prepare or nothing. Yes, yes. Well, sometimes you see, I say see, yes, but you could be withdrawn to, let's say I just give an example. There's a nursery for plants here in a, how do you say, in a distance of bicycle ride. And suddenly you sense this nursery comes to you like a picture or like an image of this place, the field next to the nursery. And you're at home, but comes to you, oh, okay, this thing comes to me. So you go for it. Or something is needed at home, like what a household needs, and something is needed, and then you go for it, and then, but not a hard decision like I decide now what to do, I make a list and I am making a list and I'm writing it down and all of these things. I never liked it. But also life is not this is something so huge and unpredictable and unconceivable that it's hard to imagine what life is about, because it holds all moments at the same time. It doesn't need us. Is that we are in a way like toddlers or babies carried by the Spirit. Yes. But our ignorance, meaning the mechanical thinking is a form of ignorance, but all of us are having it because without it we could not function here. It's telling us that we are the one who ride the bicycle, we are the one, yeah, we are the doers. Yes. It relieves from load, from the sense of responsibility, and if I would not done this, nothing would have happened, like people speak. If I did not do it, nothing would have happened. If I did not do, this is how people speak with a sense of personal doership. It's nonsense. Plus, it's heavy to the speaker, to the listener. It's not true. Life is just what is happening. The bird and the kitten here, they don't tell themselves that they fly or move because they're on merit. They just move or just fly. Yes? Yes. Yes. Once Jesus was teaching and children came up to him. The disciples, yes. Let the children come to me. Yes. 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 This is true. This is why the cherubim, we say in English, cherubim, were above, yes, the Ark of Covenant. The little children, toddlers or baby, the innocent. Yes, be innocent. This is the meaning of the cherubim or cherubim above the Ark of the Covenant, those two angels. Yes, because innocence is not to know of what is happening with babies, why people are so keen about babies, because they are just moving, they're just moving, or they cry, or they laugh, or they shake some kind of a spoon in the kitchen, and they take a spoon and they bang it against the marble or against the table, and they take a shoe and they chew the lace of the shoe, and everybody's laughing about those nonsense because they don't calculate yet. Babies are innocent. They don't calculate. Just an example. One day ago, there was like Independence Day in Israel, so there was a vacation day. And we were just taking the bike, and we saw like people on the pavement next to the coffee, and they were like adult, but it felt different. And one of them was saying to the other, it in this voice, adult, it is the day of independence, something like. And I told Andre, I think that those young adults or adults are Alvin children is or adults. This is people who are adult, but they a bit soft, meaning they live in special dwelling arrangement from the government or municipality because they are slow, they don't capture much. So they are adult according to paper, but they're very innocent in the heart because the mind or the brain is not accelerating like is expected. So, but those beautiful adults, they're hearty. Yes, they don't calculate much. They can't calculate because they're not cunning. They are incapable of being cunning. Yes, Cindy? The cherubim. Yes, yes. Oh, yes. So the cherubim, I mean in Aramaic, keravia in Aramaic is a baby. Keravia in Aramaic is a baby. So I will try to post after this session a beautiful painting from the not Middle Ages, but later, about babies, yes, with wings, babies with wings like angels. Cherubim are like little babies, innocent, and those used to be above the Ark of Covenant, meaning the innocent, be innocent. This is the meaning, to be innocent, not to calculate, not to think that we know. The spirit is with the innocent, not to come with accounting, with a book of accounting. He did to me, she did to me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and just to be innocent in the moment. It's a relief. We don't need this heaviness. We don't need, like in a Greek mythology, there's Atlas, yes, figure. And he's carrying the universe upon his shoulders, and it's very heavy to carry. We don't need to carry everything. Why? Because we are being carried. This is our ignorance that doesn't let us see that we are being carried, like we saw in the verse from the Bible. We are being carried. We are being loved and cherished. Yes, we are being, in a way, inhalate. Yes, we are, how do you say, the spirit is moving through us. We're getting oxygen every moment. Everything is working. We're inhaling, exhaling, the heart pulsate, the lungs. Yes, the whole mechanism is working inside. We are moving, we're speaking, we are writing. We are being carried. It's nothing of those activities of being here in the world that demands our decision. All of this microorganism is not being moved by a decision of someone or functioned by a decision of government or a ruler or a parent. None of this. The trees are moving, the birds as well, the bees, the butterfly, the dolphin. People are moving in space and time. But not because someone decide or he is the ruler and 10 peoples to move slower or faster. This is just what is happening. We carry babies, yet we are babies being carried. Yes, yes. We are being carried. We just don't notice. In the womb, yes, there is like a fetus and there is placenta that nourish, yes, the stage of the days of the fetus in the womb. So if you see, the placenta is like a hand, and when the baby goes out from the womb in the birth, few minutes after comes, in a way, the placenta. Everything has to come, and people are checking if everything is right. But the same hand or the same placenta, yes, invisible placenta, exists also outside of the womb. We are incapable of seeing it. Yes, we are just incapable of seeing it or feeling it. We just, sometimes there are little microseconds that something in us, in a way, admits that we are not the doer, or we are being carried by higher power. Or when we write something, it is not I who wrote this. It was being written, yes, through me. This is it. Questions or thoughts before we complete the session? I would like to thank each and every one of you, Cindy, Abigail, and Iola, for participating in this session, and to wish you a good life, happy season, and see you soon here on Saturday if you have time, for example. Toda, toda, and shalom.